What's up guys, hope you're feeling awesome. So in this video I wanted us to go back to those epic moments in Naruto, those moments that made you want to jump out of your seats and throw your money at the screen. Yeah, those moments. By the way, I will be including scenes from part 1 and 2 of the series, and yes, this is just my opinion, so there may or may not be scenes you personally liked in the series included in this video. I'm just putting that out there. So without further ado, number 6, Team 7 versus Zabuza. This was one of the first missions the team went on. Well, it was supposed to be a routine escort mission, but it turned out to be an S-ranked mission in the end when Zabuza showed up. And I remember it being so epic because not only did we see what Kakashi was really made of and what gave him the copy ninja title, we got to see the Sharingan for the first time. Well, before Kakashi started spamming it, of course. And guys, go back and watch that video. There was so much focus on jutsus, on ninjutsu. It just felt really awesome seeing that again. We got to see Sasuke and Naruto for the first time work as a team, and that was great. Granted, it was just to free Kakashi, but it was so well animated and done. We also got to see tons of jutsu, some fine hand-to-hand combat, not forgetting Zabuza. I can't believe how we thought he was so overpowered back then compared to how much most of the enemies got in Shippuden. I recommend just watching it again. It just hooks you back in. It's amazing stuff. Number 5 are the Chunin Exams. Well, of course I was gonna include the Chunin Exams. It was the first tournament setting in Naruto. I mean, they had been hyping it up even during the mission in which they eventually fought Zabuza. And what we got was awesome. I mean, sure, it got interrupted by Orochimaru, but we got to see some of the best fights in part 1 Naruto in this exam. For example, Sasuke using his Sharingan against Gaara's ultimate defense, which, if you remember, we had just seen beat Lee in the previous match. The match between Naruto and Neji, which I honestly thought the first time I saw it that Naruto would lose, but he managed to beat the odds. I have to include the part where they fought the Sound 4. I know it wasn't exactly part of the tournament setting, but honestly, I think this was the best arc in part 1 Naruto. Neji versus Kidomaru, we got to see the Byakugan in action, and Shikamaru versus Taiya, seeing the potential that Shikamaru has when he's actually putting his effort into a fight. Number 4 would have to be the Valley of the End, Naruto versus Sasuke. I could have easily put this as the best moment in part 1. It was one of those moments where you're rooting for Naruto, but he's just getting his ass hammered by Sasuke. We got to see Sasuke's full curse mark form and some of those tales from Naruto, and it's symbolic, being the place where the founders of Konoha, Madara and Hashirama clash, and where the new generation of similar characters also clash. I mean, it got to my feels, I won't lie. Number 3, the Pain arc, the destruction of Konoha by Pain. That moment when he went up into the air. And guys, we have to remember that we hadn't seen a ninja fly yet until this moment, and this guy just flew up and did the almighty push, or Shinra Tensei. I can't tell you how epic this moment was, guys. We saw Naruto in Sage mode, and choosing number 3 was tough. I wanted it to be closer to at least 2 or 1, but damn, this arc was just crazy. So much happened. Konoha gets leveled, something I never expected to see. Another thing I never expected to see was Kakashi dying, which I was expecting to happen maybe later in the series, but it happened here. Pain, hands down, has to be one of, if not the best villain in Shippuden. I mean, Pain killed Jiraiya, he killed the Toad Sage, he pushed Tsunade to her limits, and he also killed Kakashi, along with a ton of people in Konoha. The whole arc kept us on our toes. We got to see Naruto using Sage mode and throwing those Rasen shurikens left, right and center. The whole deal with Pain and the QB, it was just amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I actually wouldn't have minded if Pain was the final villain in Naruto, and if not the final villain, at least leading up to the final villain. Number two would have to be Sasuke versus Itachi. So this was just after the Pain arc, our emotions just got hammered, and now the fight foreshadowed since part 1 was now here. I know a lot of people are saying Itachi wasn't at 100%, but you have to give props to Sasuke for coming this far and becoming that strong enough to challenge Itachi. I mean, we saw the Kirin, and that jutsu is just really broken. Actually, I don't understand why Sasuke never used it more often after that moment. We also saw the Susanoo, some awesome hand-to-hand combat, some genjutsu, Mangekyo Sharingan, and some exposition about it, and also some of the best character exchanges ever. We were all waiting for this moment since Sasuke left Konoha and joined Orochimaru, and I have to hand it to Kishimoto, he really nailed this fight. Number one would have to be the Hokages and the Shinobi army versus Edo Madara. This fight, guys, I just have no words for it. I thought I'd seen everything when I saw the meteor fall on the Shinobi Alliance, but how Madara whipped through the Shinobi Alliance after that, I just had no words, man. It was just beautiful. The animation, the attention to detail, the flow of the action. I just don't get how Madara wasn't the final villain. I just don't get it. This fight was just everything. Hands down, the best of the best. Forget the 10 tails. Forget Obito. This was just pure class, and that's why it's my number one. Now guys, I would like to know what your most epic moments were, so feel free to include them in the comments below. You know what to do. Comment, rate the video, and like it, of course, and subscribe for more. This is Jay saying have a blessed people.